Hi guys, today I want to talk about my most anticipated releases for the first half of 2016. I am very excited to do this video and to talk about these because there's quite a few hopefully amazing books coming out next year. Quite a few sequels I'm looking forward to. Let's just get right into it so this won't be too long. These are in no particular order, by the way. The first book is A Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. I only know that this is a fantasy about some kind of different witches. I think there's truth witches and another kind of witch. I just know it's a fantasy book. I just know that there has already been some kind of hype about it, and I really like the cover, so I am definitely looking forward to this. The next book is Black Hearts by Nicole Cast-Roman, and I am incredibly excited for this one because this one is about Blackbeard. It's a kind of retelling, and I love pirates so much, and especially retellings are just my favorite thing. I know that this will contain some romance, and I absolutely love Never Never by Brianna Schramm, which was a retelling of Peter Pan from Hook's point of view. So naturally, I'm really excited to have a Blackbeard retelling. I hope it's gonna be epic. Next I have Assassin's Heart by Sarah Years. I have no idea how to say her name. This book is a high fantasy book that is kind of a retelling, or just has elements from Romeo and Juliet. It has a stunning cover. It is about assassins. Not a lot to say about this. I was kind of hooked with the title and the cover already. So then I have The Inquisition by Taran Matharu. This is the second book in his Summoner trilogy series. I don't know. I read the novels last year and I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was such a nice mix of different fantasy things and just very interesting, very nice world, very cool characters. It was just really intriguing and interesting, and I cannot wait to read the sequel. Then we have one that is like, if I had a top 10, this would definitely be in my top 3, and that is The Kingslayer by Virginia Baker. This is the second book in the Witch Hunter, I believe, trilogy. I love The Witch Hunter so much. It is my favorite book of 2015. I just cannot wait, and the cover is so beautiful and so amazing, and I'm just so in love with the characters in the world already. Like, oh, it was so unique and so good. I hope I can get my hands on an early copy because I just want to read this as soon as possible. I'm so excited. Then we have The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine. I believe that this is a Snow White retelling. I do know it's some kind of fairy tale retelling, but I was basically sold on it right away because I love the cover, and CJ Redwine wrote the Defiance trilogy, which I like. I mean, it was not like I loved it, but I do really liked it overall, and I think that this is gonna be a really cool retelling. Then of course we have A Gathering of Shadows by V. Schwab. This is the second book in her A Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. Victoria Schwab is my favorite author at the moment, and I love The Darker Shade of Magic quite a lot, so I'm very excited to see where the sequel is going. I kind of feel like I will love the sequel even more if it's going into a kind of direction that I feel like it's going to. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just incredibly excited. The next book I'm anticipating, and probably another one that is in my top 3, is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in her new Shadowhunter Chronicles trilogy, The Dark Artifices. I'm just excited. I don't know what to say. I'm just in love with the world that Cassandra Clare has created. I'm just excited to see what this will be and just to see all of the old characters. Next we have The Crown by Kiera Cass, which is the 5th and kind of second final book in the Selection series, and I never thought that I would have this in my most anticipated releases list, and I didn't even enjoy The Heir that much, but I still just really liked the concept. While The Heir was definitely disappointing because it wasn't really good in the romance section, which is the thing that I enjoyed so much about the original trilogy, and it wasn't good in the world building section, which I thought we might get, as she, you know, made this series longer, so I thought maybe she will give us some world building. Oh, what is that? I only just saw this. Sorry if this was there the whole time. Yeah, so I thought she would at least give us some world building now when she's like making the series longer, so we can like find out what happened and what is even going on in this world, because we don't know anything about it. She didn't do any of these things, but The End of the Air was definitely kind of promising in the romance section, so I do think that I will kind of enjoy this book. Next we have Kneel on Fire by Lynn Metzen. This is the third and final book in the Kneel trilogy, and I am so very excited because originally I thought that this book was going to be a standalone. Then I found out that there's going to be a second book, and I thought that this book was just to kind of clear up some things that weren't really explained in the first book. And then I found out that there's going to be one more book, just as the first one. The second one left us with a lot of questions. Like, it answered the questions from the first one, but then there were new questions. So I am very excited to see where this is going, how this will all end. This is a really, really good series. You should definitely check it out. Then we have This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. This is Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. This is the first book in a new series, which is called The Monsters of Something, and this is her new YA series. And since I loved her YA books most, like Vicious and The Darker Shade of Magic are incredibly awesome, but The Archive is just something that has a really, really big place in my heart, so I'm incredibly excited to see the new YA series that she has written. She is an autobiography author for me, and I will pick up her books immediately, so I am not even interested in knowing what the book is going to be about at all, just because I like going into it not knowing anything, and I trust her. And the last book we have is On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher. And the way I found out about Carrie's channel was actually through a video where she talked about writing a book. Basically, I've been waiting for her to write a fiction book for like 3 years or 4 years. Definitely a long, long time. So naturally, I'm incredibly excited. I did read the synopsis at some point, like I think in the very beginning when she announced it, and I thought it sounded interesting, but I really don't remember. Just all I know is that I'm so excited that she is able to publish a fiction book. I mean, she reads a lot of books as well, so I don't know, I think she is just such a multi-talented person that I really don't have like any sort of fear that this is going to be a bad book. These were my most anticipated releases for the first half of 2016. Obviously, I could have forgotten something. It's going to be a great reading year. I am very much looking forward to it. Definitely let me know your most anticipated release of 2016. Maybe something I haven't mentioned yet, maybe a final book in a trilogy or series you think I should really read. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon.